We're learning Zili Nishmas at Ahuva by Yaakov Masechus Avos Perek Gimel Mishna Yud. Hu haya oimer. Reb Chanina ben Daisa also said, Kol sheruach habriyos neicha himenu, ruach hamokum neicha himenu. V'chol she'ein ruach habriyos neicha himenu, ein ruach hamokum neicha himenu. That if the ruach habriyos is not neicha from him, is not get along with him, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not happy with him. So Rabbeinu Yomi is mitzayin the Gemara in Yuma on the Peivav Amud Aleph that says that if a person learns Torah and he's mishamish tamidei chachamim, but ein masoyu matana be'emuna ve'ein diburoi benachas im habriyos, so then ma habriyos oimris alav. What do people say about this person? Oiloi lepoini shalom ha-Torah. Woe is to this person that he learned Torah. Oiloi la'aviv shalom de Torah. Woe is to his father that learned him Torah. Oiloi l'rabbi shalom de Torah. Woe is to his rebbe that taught him Torah. Ploini shalom ha-Torah. Ru'u kama mekulkolam maisav v'kama mucha'arin derachav. V'alav hakasav oimer be'amar lahem am Hashem elo me'artzi yotzo. This is the example of Chilo Hashem, and the Gemara over there is talking about Chilo Hashem. So someone that's Ein Ruach Habriyos Neichei Menu, so an Ein Ruach Hamokum Neichei Menu is not only Ein Ruach Ham Neichei Menu, but it's the greatest Chilo Hashem. Reb Doisa ben Horkinus Omer, Reb Doisa ben Horkinus said, Shina Shel Shachris, which Avos there Abnosin, it goes through each of the things in the end of this Mishnah, and it says it has to do with Bittul Torah. So Shina ben Shachris, he says, Keitzad Malamish Skavin Odom Lisha Not Shetaver Zman Kriyashma. A person shouldn't sleep past the Zman Kriyashma. Shem Yoshan Ad Shetaver loves Zman Kriyashma. Nitza Botel Min HaTorah. He comes out, it's Bittul Torah, he's missing out Kriyashma, which is Torah. Yayin Shel Taharayim. The Avos there Abnosin says, Keitzad Malamish Chavin Odom Lishtis Yayin Mitzarayim. Shekol zman she'adam shoyse yayin mitzarayim nimsa batel mikol haTorah kula. If a person winds up drinking in the afternoon, so he's not going to be able to learn, it's Bittul Torah. The next thing, Sichas Yiladim, he says, Keitzad malamin shelo yiskavin odom b'shah shehu shoyne bebeisoi. A person's in the middle of learning in his house, and he shouldn't stop in the middle, l'suach im ishtoi im bonav im benoisav, to speak with his wife and his sons and his daughters. Shekol zman she'adam yoshev b'seir beisoi v'shoyne. Kol zman, a person is in the middle of learning. And lastly, Yeshivas Bati Kinasiya Shel Amei Aretz, he says, Keitzad Malami Shel Yeshiv Adam Im Yoshvei Kronis B'Shuk V'Nimsa Batum Min HaTorah. You shouldn't spend time with people that are wasting their time and causes him to be Mevatel Torah. And the Avos there Amnosin, the next one brings a Maisa B'Rei Kiva, that when he learned, he would stop and he would say, he would remember what he was when he was in Am Haaretz, Masha also be Aldusa, and he said, Moidani lefanecha Hashem Elokai, shesamta chelki miyoshi beis medrash, leisamta chelki miyoshvei kronos bashuk. The Mishnah says on all these things, Moitzian es ha'adam min ha'olam, as Rabbeinu Yomi explains, Ki alman nivra adam, why was a person created? Ach lasek b'Torah, only to learn Torah, v'hi orech yamim u'shnois chayim. And if he does things like this, Lama lechayim v'roy l'tordim in ha'olam, ki akol hevel v'hevel yamim. And he says it's a mashal to a king that gave 100 kesef to his slave, and his slave threw it into the yam, and now the slave wants again more money. Avadi is not going to get it. So kach mishay noisik b'Torah, that's what the Mishnah says, is Maitzian es ha'adam in ha'olam. Mishnah Yud Aleph, Rabbi Lazar Hamadoi Omer. And before we say the Mishnah, the Gemara in Sanhedrin on Daf Tzadik Tes says that the makar of this Mishnah is the pasuk in Parshas Shlach that says, Ki dvar Hashem baza ves mitzvasai hefer. He kares hanefesh hahi avoyna ba. And the Gemara darshans, he kares is ba'olam hazeh, he kares is the olam haba. So on all these things, anything that it would apply, Ki dvar Hashem baza ves mitzvasai hefer, he would not have olam haba. So what are the things that Rabbi Lazar Maidia learned out from this? HaMechalel is HaKodshim, someone who is Mechalel Kodshim. Rashi says that he doesn't watch Kodshim Kil Chasai. VaHamavazeh Es HaMoyedois. So Rashi learns in the Rishbam and all places in Shas that Mevazas HaMoedes is referring to Chol HaMoed. Rashi over here in Avos says that it means that he either does Malacha on Chol HaMoed or he's Noig Behem Minig Chol Ba'achilo Ba'ashtia. The Hoil Ve'inam Chamurim Ki Yantav and not Chashav Tem like a Yantav Ve'ina Choshesh L'Shomrim. Taisa Shita and Chagiga and Daf Yechesam and Aleph that he holds that it's only Derabanan. He argues that says that this is not talking about Chol HaMoed. The third thing in the Mishnah is actually not brought down in the Gemara and Sanhedrin, but it's Malbim Pnei Chaver Berabim. And the Rabbeinu Yoina says that this is a tolda of Ritzicha, one of the Gimel Chamuras. The tolda of Ritzicha is Malbim Pnei Chaver Berabim, like the Gemara says at the end of the fourth parak in Bava Metzia. The fourth thing the Mishnah lists is Meifer Brisei Shel Avram Avinu Olav Hashalom, which Rashi says that means that he doesn't have a bris. Rabbeinu Yoina says that he's Moshe Charlosai, to be mechasa that Torah, to make it seem like he never had a bris. All these things is a mevaza. Megala fanim batoira shaloi kahalacha. Rabbeinu Yoina says this is that he does averis b'farhesia kineged the Torah. Who adin if he's mevaza the loimdei haTorah. And all these things, afal pi sheyesh biyadei Torah ma'asim tovim ein lechelik olam haba.